Welcome back to the final part 6 of Fox. Anyways, let's head on. Fox maintains several video-on-demand venues for viewers to watch the network's programming, including a traditional VOD service called Fox On Demand, which is carried on most traditional cable, satellite, streaming, and telecom providers.
Fox also streams most of its programming on the streaming video service Hulu, along with traditional streaming via the network's full episode portal on Fox.com.
The network's mobile and digital media player app was branded as Fox Now and featured access to a live stream of the network's primetime and sports programming. Though not local and syndicated programming for affiliates, not owned by the network, along with full-time, live streams of their own cable networks with TV Everywhere authentication through authorized television providers. The most recent episodes of the network shows are usually made available on the Fox On Demand television service the day after their original broadcast.
In addition, fast-forwarding capabilities are disabled while viewing content, a commonality for video-on-demand television services provided by the American broadcast networks. And the program's original advertisements that air during the initial broadcast are included for a week after becoming available on the service, before being replaced by direct response advertising thereafter.
Due to restrictions put in place by the network in January 2012 to encourage live or same-week DVR viewing via traditional and cable on-demand methods, Hulu and Fox.com both impose an 8-day delay for most viewers to access the most recent episode of any Fox program, restricting day-after-air streaming of its shows on both services to subscribers of certain pay television providers, such as Dish Network and Verizon Fios, using an ISP account through agreements made with Fox, along with Hulu's free service, with advertisements on Yahoo Stream. However, Hulu offers newer episodes of Fox programs the day after their original broadcast to paid subscribers requiring only a user-determined login. In March 2020, Fox began to stream the full schedule of all of their own Fox television stations through Fox Now.
The following month, Fox acquired the ad-supported streaming service Tubi.
The service primarily offers content and channels licensed from third-party studios, but later began to add episodes of Fox Entertainment original series, such as The Masked Singer, a week after their television premiere. Fox discontinued the Fox Now app in July 2023. Streaming of the network's programming would continue on other apps instead, such as Hulu, Fox Local, or Tubi.
Fox would effectively relaunch Fox Now as Fox One 2 years later.
Fox began broadcasting its programming in 720p high definition on September 12, 2004, with that day's slate of NFC football games during Week 1 of the 2004 NFL season.
Until March 14, 2016, the network did not display an on-screen logo graphic on the bottom right corner of the screen outside a 10-second sweep of a Fox HD promotional logo, which until the end of 2010 also featured a sponsor tag for DirecTV instead of trigger in Fox's program delivery system at each station. Display the logo button of an owned and operated or affiliate station in the right-hand corner of the 16 by 9 screen frame, which disappeared during commercial breaks. The station logo bug would still be triggered even if Fox programming was preempted locally due to breaking news, severe weather coverage, or special programming, though some stations, such as WGGBDT2 in Springfield, Massachusetts, did not display a logo or substitute only the Fox logo alone.
However, network or affiliate bugs are not displayed during Fox Sports programming.
Doing some high-profile or live programs such as American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance. However, Fox forwarded the affiliate's logo and displayed its network logo instead, mainly for promotional consideration due to fair use of clips from each series by other media outlets, such as news programs, talk shows, and review and satirical programs that rely on clip content. Until 2014, the HUD was placed in the likely safe area.
Whoa!
The Sunday political talk program Fox News Sunday displayed the Fox HD logo at all times for both that reason and because of many stations airing the program on tape delay later in the morning.
Beginning on March 14, 2016, the standard Fox logo with hashtag is now used on all programming, with a station hug flashed for a few moments at the start of a program or coming out of a commercial, as is traditionally done with ABC, CBS, and NBC stations.
In addition, the Fox HD HUD was discontinued, although it was still used on Fox News Sunday until around late 2019 to early 2020. On some Fox programs, a hashtag rests above the affiliate's logo, for example, hashtag New Girl or hashtag Bones, to provide viewers reference to the network's official Twitter search tag to find or start discussions during the program being broadcast.
In April 2012, additional tags relating to plot points in a given episode, for instance, the hashtag Saturday Night Glee tag for an April 2012 episode of Glee of that same title, began to also be promoted in this space to both add additional trending topics and spread out more conversations on Twitter.
In cases where the Fox bug appears instead of the station's logo bug, the Twitter hashtag is directly above the Fox logo in the safe area.
Fox's coverage of the World Series started broadcasting in HD with Game 1 of the 2002 World Series.
During the transitional period from analog to digital television, Fox was the only commercial television network in the United States to air programs in widescreen that were not available in HD, which were identified as being presented in Fox High Resolution Widescreen from 2001 to 2006.
Prior to the launch of its HD feed, some sitcoms and drama series were presented in widescreen standard definition with reality, talk and game shows, American Idol being the first major exception as it began to be presented in high definition in 2008, later being presented only in widescreen enhanced definition.
The children's sports program This Week in Baseball began airing in widescreen in 2009, while Fox News Sunday converted to HD when Fox News Channel began operating from its new high-definition facilities in November 2008, prior to Fox News Channel's conversion to a unified widescreen presentation on both its high-definition and standard definition feeds in September 2010. It was the final Fox News program to structure its graphics and camera positions for the 4x3 safe area.
Mad TV was produced to air only in 4x3 until September 2008, likely due to a combination of stations tape delaying the program, and therefore being unable to offer it via the live network feed in 16:9, and the show's producers not making the switch to the format.
The final Fox show to convert to HD was Family Guy, beginning with its September 26, 2010 episode. All programming provided by Fox is now broadcast in widescreen and in high definition as of 2015 and in Dolby Digital 5.1 surround sound. Fox is unique among American broadcasters as it distributes its HD feed over satellite to the network's affiliates as an MPEG transport stream intended to be delivered bit for broadcast transmission.
During network programming hours, local commercials are inserted over the feed using a transport stream splicer.
Affiliates of most other networks decode compressed satellite network video feeds and then re-encode them for final over-the-air transmission. After Fox began broadcasting its sports programming with graphics optimized for 16:9 displays rather than the 4:3 safe area in late July 2010, the network asked cable and satellite providers to comply and use the number 10 active format description flag it now disseminates over Fox programming, which displays content natively broadcast in 16:9 in a letterboxed format suitable for 4:3 television screens to allow any optimized graphical elements to be displayed in full.
Subsequently, a number of Fox-owned nodes and affiliates also began disseminating the AFD number 10 flag over local news and syndicated programs that the stations broadcast in HD, and have incorporated graphical elements seen during local programs and on-air promos, as well as logo bugs, optimized for the letterboxed presentation.
During the early 1990s, Fox began having its stations use a branding structure using a combination of the Fox name and the station's channel number, often followed by the licensed call letters. For instance, WNYW in New York City, WTTG in Washington, D.C. and WAGA-TV in Atlanta, Georgia are all branded as Fox 5.
By the mid to late 1990s, stations minimized their call letters to be just barely readable while still in compliance with FCC identification requirements.
This marked the start of the trend for other networks to apply such naming schemes. The branding scheme has varied in some markets, with some Fox stations using a city or regional name within the branding instead of the channel number. For example, Chicago-owned and operated station WFLD branded as Fox Chicago. From 1997 to 2012, and Philadelphia O&O WPXF-TV branded as Fox Philadelphia. From 1995 to 2003, a few of the network's stations also minimized use of the Fox name, opting to use their call letters or a more generic branding, WSVN in Miami, which has branded as WSVN 7 for general use, and Channel 7 News for its newscasts since it joined the network in January 1989. KHON-TV, Channel 2 in Honolulu, which changed its general branding from Fox 2 to KHON2 in 2003. WDRB in Louisville, Kentucky, which dropped its Fox 41 brand in favor of branding by its call letters in September 2011, and KVRR, Channel 15 in Fargo, North Dakota, which dropped the generic Fox branding issued in part due to its network of repeater stations throughout eastern North Dakota in favor of branding by its calls in May 2015.
Similarly, most of the stations that switched to Fox as a result of its 1994 affiliation deal with New World Communications retained their Big Three era branding for general or news purposes, with a few exceptions such as WJW in Cleveland, which dropped its CBS era, TV8, and News Center 8 brands in 1995 in favor of Fox's 8 as a general brand and Davis News as the title for its newscasts. Likewise that same year, KDFW in Dallas/Fort Worth rebranded itself as Fox 4 Texas after its newscast name of News 4 Texas, before shortening its ID to simply Fox 4 in 1996 and changing its newscast name to Fox 4 News, both in use since then, before conforming to Fox's station branding conventions, when Fox television stations acquired New World in 1997.
A particularly unique situation was with KTVU, Channel 2, in Oakland, San Francisco, which as a Fox affiliate under longtime owner Cox Media Group, retained its perennial Channel 2 brand with with limited references as Fox Channel 2 by the early 1990s.
In 1996, the station rebranded as KTVU Fox 2 for general purposes, adding the Fox logo on the underside of the top line of its heritage Circle Laser 2 logo as well, while retaining KTVU Channel 2 News as the branding for its newscasts.
Fox television stations, which traded WFXT in Boston and WHVQ-TV, Channel 13 in Memphis station to Cox in 2014 in exchange for KTVU and sister station KICU-TV. Instituted the KTVU Fox 2 branding full-time in February 2015, retaining the Circle Laser 2, both within the group's standardized box height logo and in an alternate version, which would become the primary logo through its emphasis of the O&O standardization later that year, placed next to a prominent Fox wordmark.
Another situation also includes another Fox station KCTQ in Seattle, Washington, which has a Fox affiliate under Tribune Media and Nexstar Media Group. Also retained the Q13 Fox name as well as the Q13 News name for its newscast until KCTQ dropped the Q13 moniker and rebranded itself to Fox 13 in September 2021, conforming with the branding of other Fox O&O stations after its acquisition by Fox.
Starting in 2006, more standardization of the O&Os began to take place both on air and online.
All of the network's O&Os began adopting an on-air look more closely aligned with the Fox News channel, which included a standardized red, white and blue box kite style logo, augmented by red pillars, which rotated on air, particularly in the logo bug seen during newscasts.
After News Corporation's acquisition of the social networking site MySpace, which it sold in June 2011 to a consortium that included singer Justin Timberlake among its backers, some Fox O&Os launched websites with identical layouts and similar URL domains under the MyFox scheme, such as myfoxdc.com for WPTG.
On-air usage of the FNC-inspired logos was reduced in August 2012 when the new standardized graphics package was implemented, with wordmark bugs being used during newscasts and other programming, while several of the O&Os ceased using the MyFox domains in 2015. The use of the Fox News channel box height logos in all elements, along with explicit connections with a letter, was drastically reduced since the July 2016 resignation of Roger Ailes from Fox for a more traditional and simpler call channel number horizontal wordmark style, which is more flexible with both traditional television and smaller mobile screens.
In 2017, Fox's local newscast music composer, Stephen Arnold Music, released a new news music package, Beyond, that uses none of the Fox News channel sonic elements associated with a previous Fox O&O music package, and it has rolled out across all Fox O&O local news operations. As of 2017, Fox O&Os, with a sister My Network TV station in that market, have also begun to play down that network, with many My Network TV O&Os now taking on the branding of Fox, channel number, +/extra/more, etc., suggesting them as an extension of their higher profile sister Fox station.
Several of these stations now also carry extended newscasts or rebroadcasts of earlier newscasts from their sister stations during prime time, pushing My Network TV's schedule to a late-night offering.
When Fox launched on October 9, 1986, as Fox Broadcasting Company issued the logo with three squares containing the network's initials, FVC, similar to BBC's current logo from 1997 to present in the UK.
Below it was a rectangle with the network's full name in the same font.
This logo is mostly the same color as the ITV's old logo from 1998 to 2004 in the UK, which was used during the network's first 6 months in existence and was primarily featured as a network identification slide at the beginning of The Late Show with Joan Rivers.
On April 5, 1987, when the network inaugurated its primetime programming, a more familiar logo based on 20th Century Fox's signature logo design was introduced. Featuring just the capitalized Fox name alongside the familiar trademark searchlights and double-pane platform, Fox's owned and operated stations used a variant for station identifications from 1987 to 1989, which incorporated both an O and circlight in negative space, the latter of which intersected the X and panes within the otherwise translucent yellow/gold logo until as late as the mid-1990s, some Fox affiliates that did not license the regulation network logo or which used CGI to output their station logos, with local production houses which tried to emulate the current network's logo as close as possible. Used those that imitated the 20th Century Fox-inspired design in their station logos.
In September 1993, the familiar logo was given a more hip makeover with the Fox wordmark overhauled into its current proprietary logo type and the angle changed, removing the tilting. The 1987 logo remained in use during the 1993-94 season in print advertisements featured in TV Guide and other television listings magazines.
Starting with the introduction of this logo, the network began displaying an on-screen HUD within its programs on the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Initially for 1 minute at the start of each program segment or act, eventually being displayed throughout the program outside commercial breaks, before reverting to the former display format regularly upon the 2009 digital transition.
Whoa!
The O character also underwent a makeover, acquiring its trademark killer light pole, which has since become a major focal point for the logo and Fox advertising in lieu of the circlight motif.
The O is alternately used as a zero character in the station logo of several Fox affiliates which have a 10th channel location, including Phoenix's Channel 10, KSAZ-TV, and Sacramento affiliate KTXL-TV, Channel 40.
Another revised logo was introduced for the 1995-96 television season, removing the searchlights, but retaining the two lower panes and adding a third pane atop the logo type.
Whoa!
A variant of the original 1993 design was implemented in 1996, excluding the panes underneath the network name, but restoring the searchlights placed behind E, F, and X in the Fox wordmark.
The current version of the logo was introduced in 1999, removing the searchlights completely and switching the logo exclusively to a wordmark design.
Despite this, the searchlight theme remained an integral part of 21st Century Fox's branding efforts. They are still incorporated into Fox News Channel's logo, and the Universal Station logo introduced in 2006 by Fox's owned and operated stations, which were retained by the 7 former O&Os that Fox television stations sold in 2008 to local TV and have spread to several Fox stations owned by Tribune Broadcasting. including those it acquired through the company's 2013 merger with local TV. The logo, introduced by the Oligos, was modified for Tribune's Fox affiliates in 2012 to feature only one searchlight as part of the company's graphical standardizations for those stations, and certain other Fox affiliates not owned or operated by either company.
The 1996 to 99 Searchlight logo is still used within the logos of a small number of Fox affiliates. The Searchlights continued to be featured in the logo of sister channel FX until a rebranding effort in 2008.
The screen bug may have been used from 1999 to 2014, when the network upgraded to high definition. The watermark placement remained at the 400 API format.
Until March 14, 2016, they did not display the on-screen bug, just the hashtag missing the Fox bug used on some affiliates. For the 2019 to 20 season, Fox implemented branding elements, like Shoulback Plus Company with a logo mark slightly thickened, along with animations of the mark, with its shapes incorporated into advertising and on-air branding elements, including an animation of the abstract shapes morphing into the main Fox logo. Controversy surrounded the network in 2002 and 2003 over profanity, expressed respectively by Cher and Nicole Richie, aired during Fox's broadcast of the Billboard Music Awards on its affiliates. In the Eastern and Central time zones, despite the use of 5-second audio delays, the indecent material was edited out when the program was broadcast in other time zones, from the Mountain Time Zone westward.
Both of the obscene instances were condemned by the Parents Television Council and named by them among the worst instances on television from 2001 to 2004.
PTC members filed tens of thousands of complaints to the Federal Communications Commission regarding the broadcasts.
A subsequent apology made by Fox representatives was labeled a sham by PTC President Brent Boswell-Free, who argued that the network could have easily used an audio delay to edit out the obscene language.
As the FCC was investigating the broadcasts in 2004, Fox announced that it would begin extending live broadcast delays to 5 minutes, from its standard 5 or 10 seconds to more easily be able to edit out obscenities uttered over the air.
Whoa!
In June 2007, in the case Federal Communications Commission v. Fox television stations, the U.S. Second Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that the FCC could not issue indecency fines against Fox because it does not have the authority to fine broadcasters for fleeting expletives, such as in the case of the Billboard Awards.
The FCC eventually decided to appeal the Second Circuit Court's finding.
The U.S. Supreme Court granted certiorari in oral arguments in FCC v. Fox et al. Again November 4, 2008.
The Parents Television Council has also criticized many popular Fox shows for perceived indecent content, such as Family Guy, The Simpsons, American Dad, Futurama, Cops, Hell's Kitchen, 24 Hours, Married with Children, Bones, Arrested Development, Prison Break, Till Death, Malcolm in the Middle, The OC, and That 70s Show.
The council sometimes has gone even as far as to file complaints with the Federal Communications Commission regarding indecent content within Fox programming. Having done so for That 70s Show and Married by America, having successfully been able to get the FCC to fine the network nearly $1 million for its airing of the latter program.
That fine was reduced to $91,000 in January 2009 after an appeal of the fine by Fox was granted as a result of its earlier discovery that that the FCC originally claimed to have received 159 complaints regarding the content in Married by America. It later admitted to only receiving 90, which came from only 23 people.
A study of the complaints by blogger Jeff Jarvis deduced that all but two were virtually identical to each other, meaning that the $1.2 million judgment was based on original complaints written by a total of only 3 people.
On September 21, 2012, the United States Department of Justice dismissed the lawsuit. List of presidents of Fox Broadcasting Company Entertainment. Garth Ancier, 1986 to 1989. In 1986, Barry Diller, Jamie Kellner and Rupert Murdoch tapped the then 28-year-old Ancier to be the first entertainment president for the Fox Broadcasting Company, where he put the Tracy Ullman Show, Married with Children, 21 Jump Street, Cops, In Living Color, and The Simpsons on the air.
Whoa!
Ancier ultimately went from Fox, resigning March 1, 1989, to Disney as president of network television for Walt Disney Studios on April 18, 1989. Peter Chernin, 1989 to 1992. During Chernon's tenure as president of entertainment for the Fox Broadcasting Company, programming grew from 2 to 7 nights a week.
Beverly Hills, 90210 and Herman's Head were launched under Chernon's watch.
Fox Kids, then known as Fox Children's Network, was also launched under Chernon's watch by its division's president Margaret Loesch.
Sandy Grusho, 1992 to 1995. In this particular leadership role, Grusho oversaw the development and launch of The X-Files, Melrose Place, New York Undercover, Party of 5, and Living Single, while also expanding the network from 4 to 7 nights of primetime programming.
He also brought Fox Sports to air, including obtaining rights to National Football League, NFL, for the 1994 season. John Matoyan, 1995 to 1996. He officially became the president of entertainment at Fox Broadcasting in September 1995.
However, in 1996, Matoyan left Fox and soon he became the president of HBO.
Before he left, both Mad TV and Millennium were aired under Matoyan's tenure, and both A Line with Beale and King of the Hill were greenlit also under his tenure.
Peter Roth, 1996 to 1998. He appeared in a short cameo in the Alan McBeal episode, Silver Bells.
It was first broadcast December 15, 1997.
Network shows under Roth's tenure included A Line with Beale, King of the Hill, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, That 70s Show, and the game show Guinness World Records Primetime.
Whoa!
That 70s Show, The PJs, Futurama, and Family Guy were also greenlit under Roth's tenure. Doug Herzog, 1998 to 2000. The PJs, Futurama, Family Guy, Malcolm in the Middle, Boston Public, and both reality shows When Animals Attack and World's Wildest Police Videos were launched under Herzog's watch.
Gail Berman, 2000 to 2005. Network shows under Berman's tenure included American Idol, The Simple Life, Hell's Kitchen, Nanny 911, Arrested Development, The Bernie Mac Show, The War at Home, 24, House, Bones, Prison Break, The OC, American Dad, and Family Guy, although the latter debuted during Herzog's era, it was still brought back to Fox under Berman's watch thanks to an overnight success from Adult Swim reruns and its DVD sales.
Peter Lidori, 2005 to 2007. Ligori has been credited with helping the channel FX grow in prominence.
And prior to assuming that position in 2005, Ligori was president and CEO of News Corp FX Networks since 1998, overseeing business and programming operations for FX and Fox Movie Channel.
Till Death and Talk Show with Spike Saracen debuted under Ligori's watch.
Kevin Riley, 2007 to 2014. Riley introduced or championed Sleepy Hollow and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as well as the following: Fringe, The Cleveland Show, Bob's Burgers, Glee, The Mindy Project, Raising Hope, and New Girl.
Riley also championed the no pilot season strategy designed to nurture fewer new Fox shows with more investment, during which he was responsible for greenlighting hit shows Gotham, The Last Man on Earth, and Empire.
He left Fox in May 2014.
David Madden, 2014 to 2017. The NFL coverage of Super Bowl 51 would be the second highest viewed Super Bowl coverage during that time.
Gotham, The Last Man on Earth, Empire, and even both Lucifer and Lethal Weapon were launched under Madden's tenure, and The X-Files in 24 also returned to the network. And Michael Thorne, 2017 to present The Orville, The Gifted, 911, The Resident, Fantasy Island, The Movies, Call Me Cat, Bless the Hearts, Junkanville, The Great North, Cropopolis, Grimsburg. Universal Basic Guys, Spin the Wheel, The Masked Singer, Lego Masters, Beach Chasm, Name That Tune, Mental Samurai, and The Floor were launched under Thorne. That's it for this episode today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit a like, subscribe to this channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out any new videos as it happens, and see you in the next episode.